I feel like when it comes to filmmaking, it's two categories for gear. You have exciting and then you have not exciting. And the not exciting things are a lot harder to make videos about, obviously. It isn't a new camera, it isn't a new lens, but the things that aren't exciting, I find, for me at this current stage of my filmmaking career, are the things that I actually do find super interesting, so I want to put y'all on to them. Now, a couple months ago, I made a video about batteries. The VB99 Pro by SmallRig. It's just a battery. This is a very boring thing to make a video about. But in that video, I talked a lot about how this essentially was a lifeline for my filmmaking career, because before I had access to V-mount batteries, I was chained to a power outlet. If I wanted to take a light somewhere and get some cool lighting setups and I didn't have a power outlet with me, I basically couldn't get the look that I was looking for. When I got access to these V-mount batteries, they literally changed the game for me. This is the VB212 by SmallRig. And this is a collaboration with Caleb Pike, a DSLR video shooter. Incredible YouTuber, you guys probably know him. He does an incredible job of breaking down the gear that he talks about. It's super precise and concise, and it always looks amazing. Shout out to you, Caleb. Now this thing right here actually houses a lot of the magic from this VB99 Pro that I've been in love with for the past couple of months and have been exclusively using. It's just a little bit chunkier, has a slightly better design, and it has some more outlets for you. This V-mount battery right here has a 212 watt capacity with 140 watts of power delivery via USB-C. I know this is a lot of words, but I'll talk a little bit more about this in the future, how you can use these different wattages. Now, the really cool thing about this V-mount battery right here is it has a ton of different outputs, which I'll talk about in a second, but you can actually use every single one of these outputs at the exact same time, which can give you a lot of different variety. External build of this V-mount battery actually takes a lot of design cues from this VB99 Pro. You can still see it has this glossy exterior, which is still a fingerprint magnet. It has the info display right here on the front. You press this button on the side, it'll give you an accurate readout of your current percentage of power in the battery. And then when you start plugging in different power draws into it, it'll give you a detailed description of how much power draw you're getting from the battery and how long it'll last with that current power draw. Around the screen is where I think the design cues of this battery definitely excel over the VB99 Pro. It's rubberized, which means that it's a lot less likely for you to drop this. I'm not gonna drop it on the ground, but I would imagine the fact that this exterior is rubberized makes it a lot more shockproof. One of the design cues that I love so much about SmallRig's V-mount batteries, the VB99 Pro and this VB212, is the fact that they include this 1/4, 20, and 3/8 mount right here on the back of the V-mount. I think that this is really cool because it allows you to mount this in different places that don't have V-mount plates. You can attach this to a magic arm and just have it be the power of whatever you're using it for. On the top, it has that exact same cover for the different ports. All in all, the design of this V-mount battery is actually really good. This V-mount battery has a lot of different connections, and the cool thing about these connections is that they can all be powered at one time, and I'll talk about a use case for that in a second. The connections that you have available on the VB212 battery are two USB-C ports that both offer power delivery. You have one USB-A port that also offers power delivery. You have an 8 and a 12 volt connection. You have two D-taps on the outside. So in comparison to the VB99 Pro V-mount battery that I almost exclusively use, this one right here offers an additional D-tap output, which is great. It's a bunch of different use cases you can use a V-mount battery for. I think the obvious one is using it on the camera rig. This is probably where you mostly see V-mount batteries. And if you haven't used one before, you probably thinking like, I haven't used one this long, I don't need one. Why would I need that? But if you do have a cinema rig and you're thinking about picking up a V-mount battery or one that is a little bit better than the one that you're probably using, this is gonna be a great option. And I know I keep saying this, but you can actually utilize all of these different ports at the exact same time. So if you have a huge cinema rig, you need the D-tap for your monitor, you need the USB-C for power delivery into your camera, you need the 9 or 12 volt for power delivery into your camera, or any of these ports to power any accessories that you have on your rig. You can use all of those at the exact same time. This thing is beefy, 212 watts of output is gonna last you for an extremely long amount of time. Now, I think that this one is a big for my personal rig. Personally, the VB99 Pro is like perfect size, but if I put this on my camera, I can literally run it all day. The power draw from the RC, the camera that I'm using, and my monitor are extremely low. So I can use this literally all day to just shoot with. I don't have to worry about changing out batteries. The reliability in this is gonna be great for that. I think another really great use case for this VB212 battery is gonna be powering your YouTube studio. Now, a couple months ago, probably a couple years ago at this point, it was a craze on YouTube where all of the YouTubers were putting their entire setup on one rolling stand. I think that that's a great idea. And if you're still currently using something like that, or even if you're in a small studio space like I am, my space is extremely small. I got my light right here. I got an external audio recorder over here, and then I have my R5C with my monitor on top. And this battery right here can literally power this entire setup for a long time. I can utilize all these different ports. I can run DTAP into my light. I can run USB-A into my audio recorder. I can run DTAP into my monitor. I can use my USB-C right here for power delivery into my camera and be good to go. I wouldn't have to worry about a port or anything like that. I can literally take the setup anywhere I want to take it to off of just this one battery. And the power delivery draw on this battery is so great. If I wanted to literally take my MacBook with me, I can plug that in via USB-C and power my MacBook. Like this thing, like use case wise in the YouTube studio, or just studio space in general, is gonna be great. I think another really great use case for this VB212 is gonna be just providing life on set. Aside from you powering a light, just having this with you on set is gonna create so much reliability and so much stability on your set. You don't have to plug this into a light. You can literally set this on the table where you're staging things. You can plug your batteries into this and make sure they're charging. You can plug your microphones into this and make sure they're charging. You can plug in walkie-talkies into this and make sure they're charging. You can plug in a laptop that you're gonna be using on set to reference certain images that you pull for the pre-production of the shoot. Like you can literally plug in all your accessories and just have this on the table and just be good. Everything's powering. You don't have to worry about if you got a battery to use. You don't got to worry about if your microphones are charged. You can literally run everything into this battery, which is crazy. I think that this right here can provide so much life on set. And this will probably be the way that I primarily use this in the future. And I already talked about the potential of using this on the rig. The fact that you have all of these different power output options is gonna make it super easy to use on a cinema rig. So if you've never used a V-mount battery or you're in the market for a V-mount battery, this right here is gonna be a great option for you. This one as well, this VB99 Pro, I love this battery also. Now with this VB212 right now, SmallRig is running a special where if you purchase one of these, you'll get a V-mount plate for completely free. And this is the V-mount plate that I use for my R5C. It works for pretty much any DSLR camera out there because it's a quick release system. It's a $100 value, so it makes buying this battery even more of a deal. It's gonna be links in the description for both of these power options for SmallRig. I love the VB99 Pro, but this VB212 collaboration with Caleb Pike, it's also an incredible option. If you need more power draw, you need more wattage, you need more power options on it, like the additional DTAP, this right here, it's gonna be the wave. I think that I'm gonna be using this a lot just to provide life on my sets. And I think this is a great battery. So links in the description for both of these options. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop it a like. But with that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace.